Mm-mm. But don't take this the wrong way, but was your chair stolen? Have you been standing for the whole 2 hours? A good workout is always good. Oh, no, no, no. I only stand generally like 30 minutes to an hour a day. We actually have a timer in my mod chat. I've been standing for 25 minutes. Yep, I'll probably sit down in like 5. Mm-hmm. The big thing that I was doing wrong for a long time is I was levering when I stand. And a lot of people do it subconsciously. I definitely was. Where it's like when you stand, you kind of like put like one foot over the other, or you straighten one leg and you put all your weight on your hip. That's how most people stand. You don't even realize you're doing it. But what that does is it doesn't actually strengthen your legs, and it actually puts a lot of pressure on joints that over time can develop more issues. So what you're supposed to do, and what I've been starting to do a lot more aware, is you use both legs, you put the same amount of pressure on it, and make sure you're actually standing with your muscles instead of like locking your joints. So I don't stand for as long as I used to because I'm trying to stand like the more proper way, and it's a lot more difficult. It is actually a lot more difficult. Ooh, a bar. Songs collected. Nice. Hey, girl.
Can I get you anything? What can you tell me about this area?
Are the workouts going? Well, did another one today.
He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segret. His prices aren't too high.
Oh, take the helmet off, yeah.
Oh, there's also Minave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Cool.
Farewell. Goodbye.
I love how the song continues, even if you go into the pause menu. If you want to hear a song, you can pause the game, and it keeps playing. That's a really good call. Even though all other sound stops. Smart. What class am I playing? We're playing a female elf bow rogue. And I think I'm going to be an artificer, but I haven't fully decided yet. I have not fully decided yet. Ooh. We may do something else.
Thanks for checking in.
Maybe do like a assassin, maybe, or I don't know.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I don't even want to think about how many lives were lost on that mountaintop.
A lot of good men and women didn't make it out of there. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement.
Tempest is amazing. Maybe we'll check that out. I don't even know what my options are yet, to be honest. I have no idea. So we're going to kind of really look into it.
If it was that
And we
bad,
can
why
change
did you
around,
stay?
can't we?
Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
Okay, so this is chat's responses. You can change them around, can't you? Yes, yes, nope, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can respect, nope, yes, no. Okay. I was fortunate.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good talk.
Good luck.
Appreciate
or
that.
Bad. You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedy.
You can
to
respect
recognize
skills, but not the specs.
Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky.
Okay.
That's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
So you can't respec your class, but you can respec in the class. All right. I don't even remember how we select our class, so we're going to have to be a little careful with that. That's Varric. Let's go down to here. Talk to these guys.
a day. Or good as it could be with the sky ripped apart.
What kind of person stays
I'm so
to run
glad we're
shop
playing
at a
this
time
game
like
again.
this?
I'm actually really pumped for this
Kind
playthrough.
with
This has been
nowhere
great so
else
far.
to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here,
It's definitely been
first
long enough to where I don't really
contacts,
remember it.
I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
I just inadvertently did that exact hip locking thing. I didn't mean to. I didn't even think about it. And I looked down and was like, damn it.
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called.
Draft
Yet,
banned.
I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
I'd like
Can
to buy
I see
something.
what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just sell one of those. Keep the aggressive bow. Pretty much we'll sell all the double stuff for now. I'm gonna sell all this stuff because I'm not gonna use that. Bad enough for using this. We keep the scout coat though.
I spoke with Commander Cullum. I apologize for what I said earlier.
It's nothing. Now, Scout Plane, what can you tell me of Redcliffe?
The mages have been quiet since their attack on the Conclave.
Their attack? Do you have information confirming that the mages were responsible?
Well, I had assumed.
Don't. Our job is to acquire actionable information. Assumptions can lead you to overlook something vital.
Are hated and accursed by the Maker.
Well then. I think we're clear over here. How's the combat? A lot more action-y in this one. Which I think some people really like. I like that combat is more action-y, but I don't like how the depth has been reduced a little bit.
I don't see why we need to build siege equipment. We're not laying siege to anything.
Nice.
An excellent point, recruit. But if someone
Ding.
comes to lay siege to us, they must have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. Has the depth been reduced, or has code just increased in girth? Wow, Griffalion. If we're talking about my understanding of the game mechanics, let's go with yes.
What are we
Both.
fighting anyway, sir? I heard it was
What's this?
mages. Demons. No one really knows.
Hunting bow schematic.
We're holding this place against whoever comes to take it.
Okay, Escape, it is definitely Saturday. Definitely Saturday. Can we go to the apothecary? Yeah. Ah, Jith.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentagast might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Oh, Hinterlands.
And who are you to be fishing around for what the higher-ups are doing?
Back in Ansburg, my uncle was
Yay.
fifth praetor.
And what's that mean for you back in Arnsburg?
Honestly, about as much as it does here.
Wait, Danute, are we talking about this game? What game are you talking about?
Researcher Nave has notes on alloys that...
Yeah, yeah.
We'll take anything that gives our expected you be by. I'm Harriet.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Xenoblade DE. That drove me crazy, dude.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. The world's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you
Bonnie, it's all good.
apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Oh no, I forgot about this game. So there's the power system in this game? No, I forgot about that.
How did you come to be here?
Our plans for Chorus? Already beat it, bud.
Long gone now.
On my YouTube.
I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when Royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Goodbye.
Right.
Okay, so everything's turned all the way up for dialogue. I can't make it any louder. Try switching this. Okay. Maybe that'll help with the dialogue. Modify armor. Okay. We don't have any upgrades yet. You sell upgrades?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk. You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Goodbye.
Right.
Goodbye.
Right.
Goodbye. Oh, we can actually make all this stuff if we want to. All right.
Another time then.
I sell? Oh. Oh, it's a respec. Okay, should we buy this? It's 1 gold? Yeah, exactly. I've got like 800. That didn't actually respect me, right? I have to use it first, don't I? Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yo, a hunting bow is 70 DPS? Oh. Ooh, man. Yeah, I forgot about this. Dude. What's our current bow's DPS? 62. So I mean, we could make a better bow. Let's keep poking around for resources. Did I do a review of the new Outriders DLC? No, unfortunately, the new Outriders DLC kind of lost me a little bit. For some reason, and somebody told me that they checked the reveal stream and they did multiple times say roguelite mechanics. For some reason, I thought the Outriders DLC, the endgame dungeon, was an actual roguelite where, you know, the map changed every time and it was like a new experience every time you went in. I had expectations that they were taking the Outriders game that I enjoyed playing and turning it into a roguelite type of game, which I still think, saying it out loud, sounds awesome. The problem is that that's not what they did at all. What they did was they took the roguelite elements used in like the lightest of quotes are just like a few different rooms changing what the rewards are. They're not at all the map changing, the enemies changing, the layout changing. Like it was honestly, they should have never used the term roguelite. It is the exact same map every time you go in. So I was under the assumption that the end game was something like pretty cool and unique. Turns out it's not really at all. It was a rogue lie. Thank you, chat. You're right. It was not the idea of calling that end game a roguelite, I feel, is very disingenuous. So yeah, wasn't very happy with that. Wasn't very happy with that. I just killed that creature. All right. So anyway, you know, I went into the Outriders endgame a little lukewarm because I was kind of hoping that the campaign was going to be more of like a real campaign. And instead it was just like a pretty basic, pretty short, here's the big bad, go kill him kind of thing. And the one little turn, they telegraphed harder than people sending messages back and forth in the 30s. So it really wasn't that good, and it was pretty short. And then when I got to the end game, I was like, okay, so I guess that's all right if the end game's really good. And then the end game turned out to not be really good. So I was just like, ugh. The pieces didn't really add up for me, unfortunately. Yeah. Which is a bummer. I did have really high hopes for it. I was kind of hoping that People Can Fly was going to use this as like a big comeback, like almost like a soft re-release, you know? And unfortunately, that is not what happened. Still fun. I mean, it's still fun to play. Like, I enjoyed the time that I played it, and it's, you know, I liked it. I love my class, and all that stuff is fun, but yeah, definitely not something I'm going to be seeking a... Oh, now there's the pulse, by the way. Definitely not something I'm going to be sinking the 100 of hours into that I was hoping to. Not even 100, probably just 30 plus. My loot senses are tingling. Thank you, Salty Claw. How you doing today, bud? Hello, hello. Doesn't seem to be worth 40 bucks. Unless you really like the new endgame, which I do not. I really don't understand how they're charging 40 bucks for that. I think 20 bucks would have been a much more reasonable price. Much more. 40? Like, for what's there, 40 is that's a lot of money. I mean, I just spent 50 hours in Raft, and that's a $15 game. So, and frankly, I had more fun in Raft. So the idea that you could get like 2+ awesome indie games for the cost of that expansion, dude, those numbers don't add up in my mind. Those numbers do not add up in my mind. 40 bucks is a lot for an MMO expansion of like an MMO you really want to play. But I mean, and that's still a lot of money. But in those cases, you're going to get like 50 plus to hundreds of hours if you really like the MMO. You know what I mean? So the idea for $40 being an expansion to like single player kind of thing, like that's wild. That's wild. I really wonder kind of what in their heads justified that price. That again, the reason I tried it was because I thought it justified a roguelite endgame. I thought they basically made another game in the game, which was my original hope. That was not what happened. You could get Raft, Stardew Valley, and Lunch for the same cost. Yeah, you absolutely could. Then you would get hundreds of hours out of that. Hundreds. I think Forest is pretty cheap as well. You can get Forest. Great price there. I bet Subnautica is still pretty well priced. All really good fun survival games. Does she just miss sometimes? Like every so often I just see an arrow like shoot, shoot, pew, shoot, shoot, pew. Is that like a stat that's going on? Is it RNG? Is that what it is? Pure RNG? Just realized my bow is on fire. Where even am I? I'm just like exploring the wilderness right now. Everything's got juice.
One down.
Damn, girl. Tell him. Get pissed. Get pissed! One down, chat. One down. If I recall correctly, you tried to completion this the first time as in collect all the nodes. I made that mistake the first time I played too. Oh, I mean, it's fun. I think it's fun. There we go. Getting that logging site apparently was a good idea, right? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah! I think I've made a huge mistake. Girl. Ow. Oh, it doesn't seem to be doing much damage. Ah! It doesn't seem to be doing much damage. It's not like taking any damage either. Archers can't do shit against armor. Yep, starting to get that memo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I have the DLC armor on, but I don't think it's that much stronger than what I'd have at this point. Oh my god. HP is just as strong as his armor. I already killed one of these, and then we're moving on. Normally that does hundreds. It's hitting him for like 40. But he gets more armor? Don't do that. What if I can get some kind of armor shredding ability? 20 years later. 2 hours later. Poison in this, bro. Oh my god. I'm not doing the other one. And thank God I don't have to buy arrows. Do I? I don't have to buy arrows, do I? Oh! I just get 2 XP for that and no loot. Oh, that's cool. Fine. Is combat always like this? Things are definitely spongy on this difficulty, but I am super low level, and I think it's going to get a lot better eventually. Damage bonus 25% or health amount 5%. Don't know what
Applause, please.
First blood. You do more damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. Or death from above. You do more damage when firing from elevation. Explosive shot or leaping shot. Oh. Get the armor pen out of stealth. Armor pen 50% out of stealth. While you're in stealth and shortly after leaving it, your attacks ignore some of your target's armor. I mean, that's good. Yumi says, I'm not sure if you remember, but like 2 of the 6 companions are archers. I found out the hard way having to respec out because so many archers. Oh, I mean, we can go different specializations and stuff. So, and I mean, we just don't have to use armor companions. We're going to use a tank for sure. And then we'll also have Solus as a mage. So then we have to just figure out who we want as our 4th. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Let's get... I want more damage. An explosive shot. See how we like that. Okay. Yeah, we could get Iron Bull. Freddie Prinze Jr. is kind of the man.